What's going on, guys? Today we're going to look at AT&T stock and we're going to calculate how much 100 shares will pay you in dividend income on a quarterly basis. So quickly looking at the stock, it is paying a 5.89% dividend yield. So it's pretty high on the yield side of things go. But overall, AT&T has been getting crushed the past year it's up. But if you go back a little bit further, the past 5 years, it's been down 25%. And, overall, max since the 80s, it's up 400%. But, really ever since 2099, it's been down, right? So like they had a lot of deals that just have not performed well. But however, if you believe, things are going to turn around for them, ever since July of last year, it looks like they bottomed close around, $14 a share. It's been doing pretty well ever since then. So actually around $13.50 a share. It's been on a tear. Up 40% the past, right at almost a year. Up 40% the last year. So it's been performing pretty well. Year to date, it's up 10%. Last 6 months, up 16%. But yeah, needless to say, they are definitely one of the biggest telecommunication companies out there, them and Verizon. So these are some of the metrics here. I'm not going to go real in depth as far as, valuing them, but they do have a PE ratio of 10, huge market cap. And, according to Google Finance here, they have a CDP score of an A. So that's pretty high. Let's go ahead and dive into it here. So unfortunately, the ex-dividend date for AT&T for this quarter was yesterday, July 10th. So if you haven't purchased it yet, you're going to have to wait, a good while till the next ex-dividend date. I'll go over that briefly here in a minute. But they will be paying 28 cents for every share that you have as of yesterday. So pretty cool there. So quickly pulling up a calculator. If you had 100 shares, right? So 100 shares, it's going to cost you, right around almost $1,900. But times it by 28 cents, because that's how you multiply that. You'll receive $28 a quarter, and then multiplied on, an annual basis, $112 for an investment of almost $1,900. So, once again, just confirming that, you're almost at a 6% yield, and that checks out. So needless to say, $112 per year divided by 12, averaged out, it's right around $9.33 per month. And then you'll only receive quarterly payments. So you'll be receiving $37. I think that's off because there's 12 months. So let's just do this again. 28 cents times 100 shares. Going to give you $28 a quarter, times 4. Yeah. So you can expect to receive, a $28 dividend check every quarter. So pretty cool there. So here's some news articles, on the sector in general. So AT&T, a wonderful case for dividend investors. Billionaires are buying up the beaten down AT&T stock. So a lot of different speculation. And, people talking about the stock in this sector in general. And then lastly, I kind of want to look at the dividend history here. So they did cut their dividend, it looks like, back in 2022 from 52 cents to 27, almost 28 cents there. And they haven't really moved it since 2022. So, that's not a great thing to look at if you're a dividend growth investor. You want to be purchasing companies that are continually increasing their dividends. But needless to say, I don't want to go in too far in depth as far as the analysis of the stock. I'll leave that up to you guys, and I definitely want you to do your own research as far as assessing if this is a good pick for you or not. But that's going to wrap up today's video. High level, we wanted to briefly talk about today. Pretty much how much 100 shares will pay you. And we sum that up, you're going to receive $28 per quarter, or you will receive, annualized out, over $100 right at $112 per year by purchasing 100 shares of AT&T. And the cool thing about that as well, once you have 100 shares, you can also sell, sell covered calls, if that's something you want to do as well, because it looks like they do have some good volume there, 23 million. So there could be an opportunity for that. So needless to say, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you for stopping by and watching. If you received any type of value, please like and subscribe down below. And let me know if you're holding AT&T, if you've been holding AT&T the last couple of years. If you've been holding it, if you bought some shares back in January, you're doing pretty well. As we talked about how well it's been performing year to date. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think down below.